My name is Warren Roberts, and I'm a professor here at Rio Hondo College for the past almost 25 years. And I coordinate the GIS program and teach several courses here, along with some of my past students that now teach for me. My first introduction to GIS was at grad school up in Oregon. And since then, I primarily work with industry in every different field you can imagine, with professionals from fire and police, and then I also work with research, and I'm passionate about that. I think GIS is revolutionary in all different areas, game changer. When I was a landscape architect myself, we'd work with Mylar overlays, and my early introduction was working with Chernobyl, looking at the explosion, trying to reduce the intake for the pollutants. There is a need for GIS courses. We started with a grant, and we had to build a program up. The LA County didn't have any GIS professionals, so in the early 2000s, they generated a classification for GIS. And then we matched the requirements and built our certificate. You can enroll in GIS at various different locations, but I think in the community college, especially here at Rio Hondo, we have the schedule that meets working professionals. What we do in our classrooms, we try to make it as practical as possible using local data and trying to make it to where you can learn this with practical skills, maybe apply it the same day back at the office. When I first started using drones back in 2012, we were working on a National Geographic project out in Borneo and doing some aerial surveys. I saw the opportunity for us to incorporate drones into our GIS courses to collect data. In asking the funding from my office, they said we can just buy the data. But that's not part of the learning experience. We want to be able to have our students go out and collect the data, understand what conditions they can fly, the regulations, different sensors, different derived data sets. So there's a lot to it than just having the data. I like to find resources that I can get support from. And Advexure has been very helpful in providing us support, meeting with us in the field. I work with all different industries, try to understand what they do. I can then build my modules, my lessons, and I don't pretend to be a crime analyst, but every LAPD crime analyst is my student. I am not a surveyor, but I work with surveyors. So I don't pretend to be a professional in all these different areas, but what is in common with all of these is GIS. Everything's got a location.